everyone, my name is Ellen and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to play Heather by Conan on the guitar. So stay tuned if this is something you want to learn. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, that way you never miss out on another new tutorial, and also follow me on Instagram for your chance to win a free lesson with me. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and jump straight into it. If you want to play this song in the original key, then make sure your guitar is in standard tuning and go ahead and put your capo on the 5th fret. Besides that, this song is actually going to be pretty good if you're a beginner because there's only 5 chords in the whole song and only 1 bar chord, and they repeat themselves in the same order for the whole song, so it's really great if you're having trouble with transitions, and there's only one real strumming pattern that I want to show you. So let's go ahead and jump into what I'll be showing you in this tutorial. Alright, so like I said, you only need to know 5 chords to play through this entire song, and those are C, E minor, A minor, F major 7, and F minor. Now that F minor chord is going to be a bar chord, so if that's something you're struggling with right now, make sure to check out my TMT on how to get better at practicing those. I put tips and tricks and practice techniques and things like that in there for you. But anyways, if you want me to break down these chords a little bit closer and show you guys how to play them, make sure to skip to this time right here where I will break down these chords and give you the chord charts and things like that. However, if you feel like you're already familiar with these chords and you don't need to know that, then let's go ahead and jump into the strumming pattern I want to show you for this song. So I do actually want to show you guys 2 strumming patterns for this song, but the first one is a practice pattern, and as you can see, it's just 1 down strum on the beat for every chord change, and I always suggest that if you're a beginner, you start right here, especially if you're having trouble with singing and playing at the same time. This is a great place to start. So if you want me to kind of break that down for you and explain how to use that, make sure to skip to this time right here. However, if you feel like you don't need to do the 1 down strum pattern, then we can go ahead and jump into the actual strumming pattern that I do like to use for this song. So the strumming pattern for this song is super simple. As you can see, it's just down, up, and it's gonna sound a little something like this. Now you're going to play this strumming pattern through 4 times or 2 times for each chord in the song, depending on what chord you're playing, but I will explain how to do that and break all of that down in my strumming pattern section, so make sure to skip to this time if you're interested in more of an in-depth, slower look at how to play this pattern. However, if you feel like you already got it and the rhythm and everything just by watching this overview, you can always skip to the playthrough here at the end where I will go through the whole song and have all the chords and lyrics and everything you need to know on screen in front of you so we can play through the song together. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the more in-depth part of this tutorial, and we'll start with the chords. Alright guys, so again I've zoomed in to get a closer look at these chords. The first one you need to know is C, which looks like this and sounds like this. After that we've got E minor, which looks like this and sounds like this. Next we have A minor, which looks like this and sounds like this. Then we have F major 7, which looks like this and sounds like this. And then the last chord you need to know is your bar chord, which is F minor, and that looks like this and sounds like this. And those are the only chords you need to know for this song. Alright, so once you have these chords memorized, go ahead and pause the video and make sure that you can transition between them. Like I said at the beginning of the video, the chord progression for this entire song is exactly the same. It's always going to go from C to E minor to A minor to F major 7 to F minor. So as long as you can transition between these chords in that order, you should be able to play through the whole song. I do have a TMT on how to practice transitioning chords faster, so if that's something you're struggling, make sure to check that out for tips and tricks on how to practice your transitions. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the strumming patterns that I like to use for this song. Alright, so like I said in the overview, the first strumming pattern is actually kind of a practice pattern. It's just one down strum on the beat for every chord change. Again, this is where I suggest you start if you're a beginner or if you're having trouble singing and playing guitar at the same time. But this is really super simple. All you want to do is put your chord on, which our C chord is our first chord in the song, and you're just going to strum down once. Then you move to your next chord, which is E minor, strum down once. Then A minor, strum down once. F major 7, F minor. And that's the whole strumming pattern. Again, this is not really used in the actual song, but I do think it's really helpful to learn the song. So let me go ahead and put some lyrics on screen here, and I'm going to show you how I would use this if you're trying to learn how to sing and play at the same time. You basically want to make sure that when you're switching your chords, you know exactly what syllable or what word you'll be singing. That way you can kind of keep your singing in line with your guitar playing. So let me go ahead and take you through an example by going through the chorus. Why would you ever kiss me? I'm not even half as pretty. You gave her your sweater, it's just polyester, but you like her better. I wish I were Heather. Alright, so you can see there, all I did was highlight which syllable or which word I was singing when I was doing those chord transitions, and that's just a really good way to kind of ease into singing and playing at the same time. So I would suggest that if you're new to guitar to go ahead and do this for the entire song. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the strumming pattern that I do actually like to use for this song. Alright, so the strumming pattern I like to use for this song is super simple. As you can see, it's just down, up, and we're going to play this through 4 times for each chord, except towards the end of the phrase where we'll play it 2 times for each chord. So that's kind of confusing. Let me go ahead and just break that down. So go ahead and put your C chord on since that's the first chord in the song, and let's go ahead and go through the motions. We've got down, up, up. Super simple. You don't have to do any circles or anything like that. It's just straight up and down. Alright, so when you put it in rhythm, it does go a little bit faster. We've got down, up, up. So you can see that last little triplet, up, is all smushed together. So we've got down, up. Alright, and once you can kind of string this together and you do it 4 times, it'll sound like this. I'll count us in. We've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And down, up, 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 down, up. Alright, so hopefully you can hear the rhythm and you can see how we're kind of just taking this strumming pattern and repeating it over and over again. So we're playing this 4 times for the C chord. So let's do that again. 3 and 4. And down, up, twice. 3 times, 4 times. Awesome. And so once you get that down, we just want to move on to the next chord, which is our E minor chord. We're going to do the exact same thing. We've got once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Then you go to your A minor chord. This is also 4 times. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. All right. And then when we get to the last 2 F chords here, the F major 7 and the F minor, you're only going to do it twice, okay? So for F major 7, we've got down, up, twice, up, up. Then go ahead and switch to your F minor and do it twice. Down, up, twice, up, up. All right? So I'll put that on screen so you can see here. For C, E minor, and A minor, we're going to play through this pattern 4 times for each of those chords. Then for the F major 7 and the F minor, we're going to only play it through twice. So when you string all of that together, you should be able to hear the song the way it's played in the original. I'm going to go ahead and string it all together and play for you now. If you want to join me, then please feel free to. I'm going to go ahead and count us in. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And C, up, down, up, 3 times, 4 times, E minor, twice, 3 times, 4 times, A minor, twice, 3 times, 4 times, F major 7, twice, F minor, twice. You got it. Why would you ever kiss me? I'm not even half as pretty. You gave her your sweater, it's just Awesome. So like I said, this strumming pattern is applicable for the entire song, and again, this chord progression never changes. It's going to stay in this exact order for the whole song. So if you could keep up with me through one round of that, you could play through the entire song right now. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the playthrough where I will have all the chords and lyrics and everything you need to know on screen in front of you so we can play through the song together. I'm not even Heather by Conan Gray. Good luck. She stands with her holding your hand, put your arm round her shoulder. I'm getting colder, but how could I hate her? She's such an angel, but then again, kinda wish she were dead as she walks by. What a sight for sore eyes, brighter. Would you ever kiss me? I'm not even half as pretty. You gave her your sweater, it's just polyester, but you like her better. Wish I were Heather. Wish I were Heather. Why would you ever kiss me? I'm not even half as pretty. You gave her your sweater, it's just polyester, but you like her better. Wish I were. Alright, so that was my tutorial for how to play Heather by Conan Gray. If it helped you, make sure to give me a thumbs up down below, as well as to subscribe to my channel, that way you never miss out on another new tutorial. Here are my social media sites in case you'd like to follow me on any of those. That's just where I do fun things like behind the scenes looks at things coming up, I'll poll you guys on things you want to see, and this is also where I go to find someone to feature in my new segment, Forever Features. This week we have Roxana from Iran performing Real Friends by Camila Cabello. Let's give it a listen.
No, I think I'm sane tonight. Excuse the conversations and the own fights. No, I'm no stranger to surprise. This paper time has let me down too many times.
So if you want to be featured in a future tutorial, make sure to follow me on Instagram and post a short cover of you playing any song that you've learned from any of the tutorials on my channel. Use that hashtag Forever Features in the description so that I can find it, and the next feature spot could be you. One last little plug, if you liked the shirt I was wearing in today's tutorial, this is my Forever Faithful guitar shirt, and you can find this along with a lot of different other designs in my merch store linked down below as well as under this video. Every purchase there really helps my channel to grow and allows me to continue making these free tutorials for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!